Hi, chat. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a contact problem. I might have to switch to my glasses. There's something in it. Hey, I do see something in it. No, one sec. Oh, here. I don't know if you can still hear me. I'll be right back. Hope you're having a nice Wednesday. My contact is not agreeing with me, so give me a minute. I'm back. My contact is finally working. Hello, chat. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon and or evening. I hope you guys are having a good day today. M. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Isn't that Jimmy here? I've been looking everywhere trying to find a place to repair my old 3DS. The 3DS is now like a old mom and pop repair shop now. I miss the DS era. Me too, honestly. As much as I like the Switch, I think the DS, the DSi, and the 3DS, and the 2DS. I love the whole DS era. Remember Street Pass? Oh, what was the other one? The one where you can like draw pictures and then send it to your friends and other people. That was on the DS, right? I forgot what it was called. I think there's somebody that actually makes like little animations using that software. Miiverse, Wii U, and 3DS. Was it Miiverse? I don't think it was Miiverse. Me Notes? Yeah, Me Notes. You guys also remember those like built-in 3DS mini games Like where you would use your actual face and then you would like pop balloons or something. Where you would like gotta go. Bye, Sapa Joe. Bye. Face Raiders, yeah. Face Raiders. Be back when I can. Take your time. Take your time. Stop taking my hair away. I want to see my beautiful black and white hair. I'm gonna put that on a longer timer. Do you still have the old AR cards for the 3DS? I know I had some. I don't think I have them currently with me. I think they're lost in the back rooms. They like disappeared somewhere. Remember when your stylus would just get randomly lost? Like you know you put it somewhere, but then it like disappears. And then you find it like in your laundry or like somewhere downstairs somehow. Or under your bed. You're like, what? How did you even get here? It's like the gamer version of losing your headphones. You had the laundry thing with the. How was your DS not broken? You were drowning your DS. No, Coco. No. Ow! No! Ow! Stop! Leave me alone, Coco. It's a brick. It's a sensitive brick. What is that sound? What am I hearing? Oh, my gaming PC. That makes sense. Did anybody here have the if you were into Pokemon like I was, did anyone here have like that 3D Pokemon Pokedex on your DS or 3DS? I think it came out with X and Y, where it was like a physical Pokedex on your thing, and there was like 3D Pokemon models that you could see on it. Still have it installed. And you also had to download a separate software for like the Dreamscape, where you get the alternate forms of Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus, and then you can get them in your Pokemon Black and White 2 game if you caught them. And the DS was such a good era for Nintendo. Never had the pleasure of playing X or Y. If you don't want to go get a 3DS and get a copy of X and Y, go get the emulator. Go get the X and Y ROM, because it's really fun. I'm of the opinion that Pokemon X and Y was actually really good. A lot of people hate on X and Y, but I personally think it was really good. I really enjoyed X and Y. Also, it's the best. It had the best customization with like that, with like all the best designed outfits and all the best hairstyles for both male and female. X and Y walked so every other Pokemon game with customizable outfits and hairstyles could run. The Wii U? I don't know. I don't know if I consider the Wii U to be the best one. The Wii U flopped, actually. I would agree with you if it was just like the regular Wii. I don't know about the Wii U. I barely even use my Wii U. Even though I had a Wii U, I continued to play on my Wii. Ow! Hi, Magwell. Hello. Thank you for the raid, Magmo. What's going on? Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. What do you mean? I didn't go bald. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're delusional. Hmm. Hi, Magmo. Gaslighting? No, I think you're the one gaslighting me because I don't think I have a whole head of hair right now. I don't know what you're talking about. You might have a brain tumor. It might be affecting your eyesight. You should go. You should go look at a doctor. Go make a doctor's appointment. I think your model's just coping right now. Stop it. Get some help. Hello. I don't think I need to introduce myself because I think Magmal's community is familiar with me. But I'm Nirvana Tenchi. I'm a goddess VTuber. I'm not normally bald, I promise. This guy, this one, his name's Clump. He's a Clump, and we love Clump. He's our Lord and Savior. Bow in his presence. Our wonderful, beautiful Dark Lord. And we're just talking right now. I was about to react to a video, and then I guess after it was either because I still haven't done the Power World Terraria update yet, so I was thinking about doing that, or I would do my dailies in Persona 5 Phantom X. Joined and you went bald out. What are you talking about? I think you're delusional. I'm not bald at all. What do you mean? Anyway, you got addicted. I haven't played in like 2 days, honestly. I was waiting the 2 days out for like the Persona 5 thing. I've been grinding it too much at Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life's got a little update. A little update. A baby update. I do have to get into Fantasy Life. I need to collect my gold flowers. Okay, so we got Persona 5, we got Power World, and we got Fantasy Life. Those are the 3 options. And Monster Hunter? I still gotta finish Monster Hunter. That's not all the way up there in priority, but it is up there. Here. Is this more pleasant to look at? Yes, no. Tomorrow I'm doing that one, might do another too. Alright, then let me reintroduce myself. I am Clump, or I go by my proper name and full title. I am Lord Glemster of the Novator, firstborn of the void, whisperer of secrets and consumer of souls. Pledge yourself to me, mongrel, and give your soul for my for my empty stomach, for I need it for my replenishing of my power. M. I'm looking on P5X. 110 Joker. Why does the king have massive booba though? Don't look at my... That's not something you should be paying attention to. My eyes are up here. Which eyes? Both of them. You can look at both. Plump are the eyes, right? I don't care which eyes you look at, just don't look. Don't look at my chest. Remember, there are two birds. Yeah, how many birds just flew by, chat? There were two birds that flew by in my background. How many flew by? Two birds, two birds. That's a trick question. This one does not have birds flying in the background. It's a trap. It's a trap. Oh no! You fell for my trap. You dig a 7-foot hole. How deep is that hole? 7 feet. I got a few things to do. Enjoy reacting and gaming. Bye, Magma. Bye. Bye, Magma. Magma does taxes. Okay, chat. I'm actually gonna put a timer on that bulb. Y'all play with it too much. I ask one thing of you, and you disregard those wishes. Now you will be punished. You hungry, Clump? Here, I haven't fed you in a while. Have some soulsies. In fact, you can have Gamer Play Soul. You can have Magma Soul. Who else is in here? You can have... You can have Anthony's soul. Anthony didn't do anything, but you just have a soul. You can have Raven's soul. You can have... Who else checked it? You can have... You can have Nikolaj's soul. You can have... Nah. That won't give me Sabajo's soul. No, Sabajo's soul is under divine protection as a mod. Can't have his soul. You play favorites on Sabajo. It's not just Sabajo, it's all my mods. I'm part of Club now that he ate me. Yeah, look on the bright side, you're now a part of him. He has consumed you and now you are a part of the clump. Oh, the big yawn. Damn. I am thou, thou art I, or however it goes. Don't disrespect it. I am thou, thou art I, okay? Thou hast acquired a new vow. Alright, chat. We shall get into reaction. We only have one video. And it is a video that showed up on my recommended literally right before I started streaming. You lost Persona 3 Reload? Wait, how did your PS4 break? Did you dump it in a pool or something? You were behind on software updates, your cat pulled the cord and it's sensitive and it came out? I don't think... Does it really break like that? I'm pretty sure it just stops it if your PS4 ends up randomly crashing. Ow! Thank you for the follow. EDO Blazing Hope. I can't say I've ever pulled out my cord while my thing was in the middle of a software update, but... I don't think... No, actually. There has been a couple times. It's never full-on brick, though. I don't know what to say to and how to help me, because that's never happened to me before. I've never had my PS4 brick on me before. It messed up the memory or something. Then wouldn't you just need to reset it? And even if you need to reset it, wouldn't like your stuff be saved in like the storage itself? You don't back up your games? If you don't back up your games, I think that's more of a you problem than the PS4 problem. Where is it? Oh. Either way, I do hope you find some way to get your PS4 fixed. Where is... Here it is. This is by Big Boss from 2 days ago. The most hated mayor in America. Excuse me. It's 50 minutes long? Yeah, 50 minutes. Really gonna be reacting to this today. And then I need to do some dailies in my Persona 5 Phantom X. So, relatively short stream, I guess.
Video sponsored by Ground News. The year is 2021, and Dalton is a village in the township of Thornton, Cook County,
Audio good?
Illinois. It's around 20 miles south of Chicago, and home to roughly 20,000 people. 30 years ago, it's a fairly nice place, but now, not quite. A dire job market, regular shootings, corrupt officials and financial mismanagement. Public fitness centres being hired out for strip shows. The people of Dalton had had enough. Something has to change. In April, it's Dalton's mayoral election, and this year, a woman named Tiffany A. Henyard has entered the ring for the first time. Born and raised in the village, she'd been a trustee, a locally elected official on the village board, voting for things like budgets and contracts for 8 years now. She also has a bachelor's
some
degree in
experience.
business administration and an entrepreneurial background, owning her own burger restaurant. And now, she's just clinched the Democratic nomination for Dalton's mayor and is running against independent Ronnie Burge. Her campaign message was clear: unity. It's time for change. We need love, transparency, and accountability, she says. Lots of knocking on doors and handing out flyers. And on April 8th, the votes come in. And she'd won. Bigly. More than 80% of the vote. Tiffany Henyard is now the first female, and at 37 years of age, youngest mayor of Dalton.
Looks like a wig. Her hair? I didn't get a good look at her hair. Hold on.
May 8th, 2021. Tiffany Henyard is sworn in.
I mean, it's probably a weave. Or extensions.
The after party is big. It goes hard. So big, so hard.
Or she had it permed,
around
and then she curled it.
But it's fine. Tiffany says her campaign is covering all expenses. A few days later, and the administration comes together. She appoints her staff, who she's calling her dream team, and board meetings go ahead as usual. This is during COVID, so these are currently on Zoom. And things start off pretty good. There's this Stop the Violence thing in June, the first fireworks show in Dalton in over a decade in July, a walk for cancer in the autumn. Also, some door-to-door knocking for police feedback, a few food giveaways, some tree trimming, bouncy castles. Things are alright. She apparently has this big calendar of things she wants to do. Loads of events, giveaways, etc. And it's not long before she's calling herself the People's Mayor and Super Mayor.
Super Bear?
Towards the end of 2021, however, and problems begin to brew.
That's quite egotistical.
Village, a teenager has been left dead after a fatal police shooting, and Henyard is publicly siding with the officers involved. This is not popular. Protests spring up outside her home. 20 officers show up for security.
Wait, go back. What happened?
In the village, a teenager has been left dead after a fatal police shooting.
Oof. Yeah, that is not the move.
And Henyard is publicly siding with the officers involved. This is
not the
popular,
move.
And protests spring up outside her home. 20 officers show up for security. In September, the super mayor hires a registered sex offender. He'd spent a quarter.
I need a second. I'm sorry, she hired a what?
In September, the super mayor hires a registered.
Dalton resident protest convicted offender village job.
offender.
Is on the registered sex offender registry. Convicted date 1992, release date 2016.
He'd spent a quarter century in prison for crimes involving minors, and had just got out in 2018. Henyard allegedly
Oh. That's not a good combination.
knows about this and decides to make him a code enforcer. Basically, he's employed specifically to go around knocking on people's doors
No.
and into their homes for inspection.
No. That's a one job you don't give him. Isn't he like not supposed to be within a certain feet of children? So you're actively giving him permission to go into people's homes where there might possibly be children?
For some reason, this doesn't go down well.
Also, wait. Is that like an actual position? Like a person to just break into people's houses? That sounds like a fake thing to me.
Respawn and rush Village Hall. However, now, calls on Henyard to resign are beginning to bubble. In October, her new code enforcer is accused of lying during the offender registration process and rearrested. Despite all of this, he keeps the job for almost a full year.
A year?
A month, and a woman named Dorothy Brown is in the news too. She's the former Cook County Court clerk. Basically,
A year too long?
she's been in charge of one of the largest court systems in the country for around 20 years. Those years, not great. And she'd end up stepping down in 2020
What
after
happened?
years of federal investigations, corruption probes, and multiple employees convicted of bribery and misconduct and arrested. Henyard describes her as her godmother and mentor, and she's now the village administrator. Naturally, back in May, the board had a few questions about this.
Okay, so we're seeing a pattern of her hiring criminals for things that they should not be allowed to be near. For one, the enforcer guy going into people's homes where there are likely children when he was arrested and jailed for a child-related crime. And then the lady's given another position of power that she already abused once for 20 years?
But it was fine. She'll be transitional, Henyard tells them. She's gonna be there, max, a few months. So they agree and vote her in. And now, she's on the taxpayer payroll again, at around 100k a year. But fast forward to October,
100K.
and she's still there. It's coming up to 6 months now, and not so much as an online job posting for the role. Henyard's trustees, not happy. In November,
I imagine.
Henyard decides to make some changes. With recent events, a variety of concerns are coming through during board meetings. And since the start of COVID, this has been done through the live chat function of YouTube. But now, chat's getting muted.
Oh.
Got a complaint? Well, here's an email address. Send it there, and we'll definitely read it out during the stream. Trustees' microphones are also being muted, and they're not a big fan of this. They rage quit, and the meeting is adjourned.
We have a live meeting where you can give us all of your questions and concerns. Oh, actually, we're going to mute the chat. You can send us emails, but we're not going to read them. Oh, we're also going to mute people that don't align with our beliefs or don't align with our with whatever we want them to align with. So this wasn't a constructive criticism or Q&A meeting at all. This was just you stating stuff and we have to agree to it.
Some rough waters here and there, but overall, Henyard ends her first year confident. The village had hired 8 police personnel, 3 firefighters, and had just begun the process of reopening a damaged firehouse. She said she's also delivered a balanced budget that was implemented on time, something that was rare for the village. She
Okay.
had some hurdles, but overall, she's doing great, she said.
Hold on. Can we recite those some hurdles? Giving a convicted sex offender access to people's homes where there might be children when he was arrested and jailed for a child-related crime. Given a position of power to someone who's already abused that power for over 20 years. and actively not listening to any criticisms or questions or answering any questions or anything. Yeah, those are some little hurdles. Don't worry about it.
Before that, the modern media landscape is horrific.
Live from London, this is BBC.
Misinformation,
Was that live?
lies, wildly different headlines coming from all directions. Absolute bedlam. But with Ground News, things are different. Ground News is a small, independent team that aggregates tens of thousands of articles a day, highlighting their ownership, factuality, and political
Oh, the
bias.
sponsor.
Glimpse behind the curtain
You watch sponsors
and
chat.
see what's really going on, and which facts are reported or left out, depending on the source. Take, for example, this article. Trump taps Mike Waltz as US ambassador, names Rubio as national security advisor. Give it a click, and Ground News will serve up summaries of the story filtered from left to right-wing coverage. We can also browse the headlines, where on the left, the New Republic is saying, Signalgate idiot Mike Waltz fails up into new job in Trump cabinet, showing it in a bad light. While on the right, the Western Journal labels it, a painful defeat to Dems, making it sound good. Ground News is also the only app with the blind spot feature, showcasing stories reported on one side of the aisle and ignored on the other. This feature is good. I check it to make sure I'm not missing out on important news due to selective reporting. Ground News is the best way for you to zoom out and get a clear picture of what's going on, cut through the noise and spin of mainstream media, and see things for what they are. And for a limited time, you can scan the QR code here or punch in ground.news/bigboss and get the same Vantage plan I use for 40% off.
You know, you can also get for a discount, chat. You can use my code CLUMP10 at AdvancedGG to get 10% off of your AdvancedGG purchases. Just go to my link below or go to advancedgg.com/clump10 and use my code for 10% off of your AdvancedGG purchases. Yay!
In January, the village administrator role is finally filled. Dorothy Brown is out, and a man named Keith Freeman steps in, joining the Dream Team, which is now quickly becoming a nightmare. There's a massive rift growing between Henyard and the trustees, and they're currently outright refusing to work with each other. People in the village are also starting to notice something. Her name and face, they're popping up quite a bit.
I can't make something up on the
Almost
spot.
every village scheme, event, poster, pretty much every social media post, and there she is. Even on the village hall itself. In fact, if you go to Dalton on Google Maps, 2 pictures come up. This is one of them. She's also
That seems a little, what's the word? Narcissistic? Like she literally attached her name to the entire town.
on Instagram, and she's posting a fair amount there too. Vlogs, selfies, dancing, parties, and a lot of singing.
4
Some of the
minutes?
posts are interesting, and some bold statements are made.
Martin Luther King had the dream, but guess what? I am the dream.
She's also
Oh.
mowing a few lawns. And
Yeah, I think
plowing some snow.
narcissistic is the
She
word.
wants you to know about it.
I help everyone. It doesn't matter what you do or say about me.
Also, a lot of dressing up and shooting music videos. The village is clearly in good hands. In March, the supervisor of Thornton Township, the head of the governing township of Dalton, is no longer alive, and
Oh.
his position is
Rest
now
in
up
peace.
for grabs. Now, Thornton is the largest township in Illinois.
That's quite big.
It has around 160,000 residents and oversees 17
It is
towns and
quite big.
villages, one of which our little village of Dalton. So this is no small position. In the running for new supervisor, 9 potential.
Oh. She not only wants to govern a small village, she wants to govern the entirety of the county. I see. Big dreams she has.
And Tiffany is last on the ballot, so things aren't looking too great for her. But regardless, the township trustees gather and voting kicks off.
Wait a second. Does your placement on the ballot matter? I wonder. I never really thought about that.
And she'd won again. For the second time, she's the youngest person and first woman to fill the role. She'd now be controlling both village and township level budgets. Naturally, some people raised some concerns.
I was just about the question. How did a small town beginner mayor end up being the leader of the entire county? With what I would assume probably average marketing for like vote for her for the spot. She was the last one in the ballot, so people are seeing her last. She probably has a lot less experience than other people since she's the youngest out of all of them. That is a bit suspicious. Even the first time around in her little village.
Conflict of interest, consolidation of power, financial mismanagement, etc. But these concerns are quickly brushed off. Thornton was saved. Hopefully she can bring the township to where it needs to go. It needs to go to another place, a Thornton trustee says.
And push it
And it
somewhere else.
April 10th, and Tiffany is sworn in as supervisor. She now has her 50k Dalton salary with a nice new 220k slapped on top.
Damn!
That's a combined salary of almost 300k.
Damn!
More than the state's governor. She
What?
wastes no time getting settled in. And in Thornton Township Hall,
More than the
it's full.
governor?
The township's executive assistant is immediately fired, alongside a few others. And that new township manager...
Wait a second, that sounds familiar. A new boss comes in and they immediately fire probably the most important people that probably didn't agree with them taking the spot in the first place. That sounds pretty familiar.
familiar. Back in Dalton, and more issues are brewing. See, in the US, there's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA. It's a law that gives the public the right to access government records.
Yep.
Internal emails and texts.
Yep.
Financial documents, like invoices and budgets. Stuff like that. And turns out...
That's also how I think you get like information from like crimes, as long as they're accessible.
There's a ton of these requests coming in.
Like
People are
autopsy
asking for a slew
reports
of
and stuff like that.
Village finances, licenses,
Police videos.
permits, contracts, personnel details, and so on. So Henriette tells her village administrator, just don't respond to any of them. Genius. However, this is illegal.
Wait, I missed it. She wasn't addressing anything?
Turns out, there's a ton of these requests coming in. People are asking for a slew of documents. Village finances, licenses, permits, contracts, personnel details, and so on. So
Oh, she's not... Hold on. Out. Out. Sorry, dogs had to go outside for potty. So she was ignoring people's requests for information.
Henriette tells her village administrator, just don't respond to any of them. Genius. However, this is illegal.
You violated the law.
So in
Because
April,
it's an
the
act.
village clerk files a lawsuit.
It's a Freedom of
against her.
Information Act.
Trustees have also
It's a law.
just voted to sue her. There's a series of complaints here, but conflict of interest, hiring and firing without board approval, and using Dalton's checkbook like an open credit card, chief among them. She's also apparently just dishing out village checks to people, with only her signature and the clerk's signature stamp. However, this is without the clerk's knowledge or board approval. Also, the clerk's access to
fraud?
bank account information, well, that's just been revoked. Trustees of the village could no longer actually see what's going on with finances. But it's fine. Tiffany takes it upon herself to host Big Bingo, a traditional bingo night for village seniors. It had now been quite a few months of turbulence, and despite some phenomenal work, people in the village aren't too impressed.
Yeah, the good doesn't
Adults
outweigh the
often
bad.
Allegations of financial mismanagement and
You can't do something that actively disrespects your residents and then go on and then do good thing and hope that people like forget about it or ignore it just because you did a good thing.
conflicts of interest, and things are reaching boiling point. Residents, trustees, the village clerk, everyone is just appalled. How could this be happening? She'd been so professional before.
You don't want nothing to do with it. There's nothing in those applications, and I told you,
And just less than a year in, the Dalton Village
She
Board
seems like she
decides
doesn't care.
probably not the right person for the job, so they go rogue and scramble to pass through a public vote to recall her. One issue: Dalton doesn't actually have a recall process, so they decide to assemble one themselves.
Interesting.
And in June, 2 questions are added to Dalton's ballot. The first, to establish a recall mechanism, and the second, to recall Tiffany Henry.
Y'all make sure y'all go.
Oh, there's no recall process. Okay. Our first vote, make a recall process. Our second vote, recall our current mayor.
Or vote no to the recall because my work speaks for itself.
And both go through with 56% of the vote. It was over. Voters had nipped things in the bud and taken her out. Henyard was gone.
But
Hold on. Before she steps down, a Cook County judge chimes in. That vote had procedural issues. Also, the questions are way too confusing. So he declares.
wait, I want to read it. Wait.
Also, the question.
Recall mechanism question. Shall the following recall mechanism be adopted and effective immediately upon certification by the county clerk for the village of Dalton? Recall the village president, mayor of the village of Dalton is established, applicable, and effective as the certification of results of the June 28, 2022 general primary election. Recall shall mean the power of the electorate of the village of Dalton to remove the village president mayor from office and to immediately create a vacancy in the office of the village president mayor to be filled in the manner provided by the law for filling such vacancy by a majority vote of these voting on the question of whether to recall and remove the village president mayor. Oh my god, where's the period? A period is non-existent in this entire statement. Where was I? I lost where I was. See, this is why we need a period. I completely lost where I was. And to immediately create a vacancy in the office of the village president mayor to be filled in the manner provided by law for filling such vacancy by a majority vote for these voting on a question of whether to recall and remove village president mayor of the village of Dalton at a regularly scheduled election. There's a period. So said question of whether to recall and remove the village president mayor of the village Dalton may be submitted by either by resolution of the Dalton corporate authorities or by petition in the manner prescribed by law for the submission of public questions. 2. Recall of mayor question. If the recall mechanism is passed by a majority of voters at the June 28, 2022 general primary election, shall Tiffany A. Henyard be recalled and removed from the village of from the office of village president / mayor of village of Dalton, effective upon certification of the election results by Cook County clerk. Yeah, whatever the fuck this was. The second one's just, please let us get rid of her. This whole... Okay. I guess we can assume that the recall was canceled because the question was really loaded and really confusing and not really straightforward and really it's just overall confusing. Like you read this whole thing, you're like, what?
Way too confusing. So he declares the vote invalid. She's staying in. So for Tiffany, celebrations.
And I just want people to understand I'm happy. Leave me alone, because I am.
And signs begin to appear around town. I'm your forever mayor.
Oh,
After she won the recall, she put a sign around town saying, "I'm your forever mayor," which pissed a lot of people off.
Her first board
Yeah.
meeting back also looks like this.
How y'all doing? Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate this. Okay, I see you.
isn't this supposed to be in like official meeting? And we're over here singing and dancing. Like she looks done. he looks done.
You was
This
feeling
person
that,
ain't
huh?
even here. That guy's done.
2022, in-person board meetings are back in action.
This is where I, the mayor, address the community about concerns, hearsay.
Now, historically, Dalton Village board meetings have a thing called Citizens Address. This is where members of the public get a chance to speak to the mayor and trustees directly.
I think a lot of like I'm pretty sure every single town, county, village, whatever has things like that.
Asking questions about what they'd just discussed and voted for, and voicing concerns, to which the mayor and trustees would respond. However, Tiffany has a different idea, and Citizens Address becomes public comment. People can still make statements and ask questions. However, now, no one has to actually answer.
Then what's the
removing vote
point?
Entirely.
You think they're converting the police and military over to gangbangers and crooks? Just because it's fun and because they want to give you some power?
You okay,
Humanity's
Alex?
gonna come together. We know we're under attack! Yeah!
In September,
Every clip I see of Alex Jones, he just never looks okay. He looks like he's on the brink of insanity.
Tanya decides to do some good, so she sets up the Tiffany Cares Foundation, a non-profit charity supporting people with cancer. In October, she even organises a march to Springfield, a 10-day bike ride to the state capitol to try and pass a bill that would give tax breaks to cancer patients.
I have created a bill to give everybody $5,000 if you are suffering from cancer.
Pretty nice.
How are you going to verify that? Because I can already see a whole lot of people claiming they have cancer just to get the $5,000. So that's my first question. I guess we're just not going to address it
The
at
year
all
is now
because she's not taking any questions. She's taking public comments. So even if I ask that, she's not even going to answer.
23. Shootings are still ongoing, crime is rising, and taxes and water bills are going up. And Tiffany Henyard is currently constructing a $115,000 ice rink in the middle of the village. The board would never approve of this, so Henyard slid an
Wait a
under-the-table
second.
payment.
Where is this? Did it say Illinois, if I remember right? What's the climate, Illinois? Illinois climate. Humid continental climate with hot, humid summers and cold, snowy winters. Okay, so if you were to build an ice rink, it had to be like in a building because you can't just have it out in the open. The ice would probably immediately melt and not be safe in the summer.
To a contractor, and they got to work. However, the board eventually finds out and holds the payments. So Henyard shifts some cash to a separate contractor, and they finish the job.
It will be built by tomorrow. And remember, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move.
And on Saturday, the 25th of February, it's the grand opening.
3, 2, 1.
And the Justice Rink is open to all. Tiffany is quite excited.
It's your mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. We here in the village of Dalton, and we about to get our skate on. Remember, when all 5 of them trustees said no, look what God did. Ah! This is us on ice right here. See it?
However, after that, rinks closed. That is one of the only times the public will be allowed in to actually ice skate. Turns out, maintaining an ice rink, quite expensive.
Yeah, obviously.
This ain't enough. Make it enough.
They also have no staff to operate it. They couldn't even afford that if they wanted it.
What's the point of opening it then? If you're not even gonna maintain it to keep it open. What's the point? Why'd you build it in the first place? That just seemed like a waste of money now.
So from now on, it's essentially Henyard's own personal ice rink. Only open on events of hers.
It was only open when she was having an event there and she invited the residents to come there to her event.
Wait a second. Why is it on the ice rink? Are people not gonna be able to... All those cords? Also, that can't be safe. Oh my god, this event looks so empty. Go back. Go back. It looks so empty. There's nobody there.
A second ice rink is also apparently in the works.
You making a second one when the first one failed?
Seriously not impressed. They can't see the exact financials, but they know things in the village aren't great. So in an attempt to curb spending, they block all current and future payments to vendors. Tiffany hears about this, and she's not pleased. So in March, she rocks up to a village board meeting dressed as a crack cocaine dealer from a movie.
Here
What?
she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting, dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City.
She also has a DJ who's blasting the song Bitch Better Have My...
She doesn't even seem like she's taking this seriously. We're 18 minutes in. Oh my goodness. This seems like something that she had like on her bucket list and she somehow managed to get the position and she's just fucking around.
money.
Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ. I just had a question. And I'm looking for that Rihanna.
I'm good with you. I'm good with you.
She later denies doing this.
Your critics say you came dressed up as Nino Brown.
I did not come as Nino Brown. I did a scene from...
They're pictures. There are videos. What do you mean?
Martin. I did come as a scene from Martin. I even made fun about it and did a skit and posted it on my TikTok just to show people my sense of humor side.
In May, Tiffany and her staff pack their bags. It's time for business. And they take a plane to Vegas for an economic development trip. The same month, a Thornton Township employee is found with a bag of weed and an unregistered gun hidden under a government car seat.
Oh.
They let y'all have weed in these cars? I know they don't. You know, y'all got a magazine in the vehicle. They let y'all do that? What?
He's arrested.
Oh. Okay, dude.
The police in Dalton, interesting. Ever since those protests outside her house
He wasn't even on it. He was still screaming. Like, what?
a couple of years ago, Henyard had kept a permanent security detail of at least 3 officers around her at all times. Her own personal motorcade, driving her around everywhere, even while she's running errands. And apparently, she's running the town like a mob boss with him.
He's acting like she's a fucking president. What? Thank you for the 11 months, Shadow Riot.
In July, a former trustee and vocal critic of Henyard wakes up to find a dozen bullet holes in her tenants' cars, parked outside her house. Before that, Henyard had turned up with a caravan of police and city workers, and before that, a snowplow.
I'm like, oh, you call me? Oh, no. We have Valerie Stars, look. Yep. And I'm helping her. I help everyone. It doesn't matter what you do or say about me. Everyone needs help. Just remember that. Watch how you treat people because you never know when you need the help.
You know, she's always saying that, chat, but we have yet to see anything really of her helping anybody. it more seems like she just does things that she wants to do for herself. Like, she made the ice rink for herself. She did the parade for herself. She made the festivals and everything for herself and her ego and her narcissism. We haven't seen her like, well, we've seen her giving money to people, but not like her own personal money. It was the city money.
Safe to say, she has suspicions about who did it. So she goes to the police to report the shooting. But they're not interested. They won't even give her a police report to file it. Also, own a bar in town and just refused a political donation to Henyard? Expect a knock on the door. Because police are allegedly also going around town, raiding bars and stripping their licenses. This happens to both Pablo's and Rinky's bar and cafe, with around 10 police cars rocking up and pounding down the doors.
For what?
Customers are apparently pushed out the way and threatened with arrest, and licenses are revoked for both.
All the employees, they're gonna lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed. We all have kids.
Honestly, it kind of seemed like she's actively against her own town. Like, you were born in this town, girly. What are you doing? What are you doing to these people? Why are you actively antagonizing them?
Giving us no explanation.
Lacey's Place, another chain of bars, fails their license renewal due to a tax audit. And a local trucking company was raided and shut down back in January. They'd just turned down a $3,500 donation to Henyard. A ton of places
Political war chest? What?
In the first place. The suspected plan for this was simple. Endlessly delay signing off on licenses needed by businesses to open up shop, despite the village board approving it, cutting off revenue, while they still have to pay rent, tax, and general overhead.
I'll just subtract it from today's profit. And there's no money in here.
Eventually, facing bankruptcy, owners have to sell up at fire sale prices. The entire business can now be scooped up on the cheap. And once it's in our hands, look at that. I think the license is ready to go. The business is instantly profitable, and the location is flipped for a nice chunk of change.
But it's not. But the money's not going to the previous owners. The money is going to her now. Since all of a sudden she now has rights to the building and the business now. Uh-oh. I smell a devious, mischievous, devious plan, chat. She's actively running people out of their business so she can scoop it up and keep making more money? That doesn't seem like a very helpful mayor.
This almost happens to St. Patrick's, a newly built 3-story restaurant in the village. The liquor license has been approved by trustees, but Henyard says no, refusing to sign off on it for over 6 months. However, they sue, and she's eventually forced to sign by a county judge. There's also a local woman who'd bought a whole strip mall to turn into a non-profit food bank for half the county.
Oh my.
However, Henyard says no again.
Why?
Permits and licenses are delayed for months on end.
Refusing a food bank to be built in your village? You have to be truly heartless to refuse that. What?
While she still has to pay the property tax, rent, overhead, and more.
If this isn't able to be funded, whose pocket does it come out of right now?
Mine?
In September, reports begin to dribble out, and turns out that police detail of hers, not cheap. It's actually costing the village hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Her officers are paid quite handsomely, and they're putting in some substantial overtime. One officer is paid for 303 hours of work in a 2-week period.
Huh?
That's 21 hours a day.
Is he stopping time? How?
Every day. This results in a single overtime paycheck of around $13,000. The overtime checks alone are kicking officers up a tax bracket here.
Mayor, mind if I ask you a couple questions about your security detail?
Absolutely not.
I'm asking her.
Yeah, she says no.
You need security to protect you from questions from reporters?
That motorcade, not cheap either. The village paid $150,000 for one Chevy Tahoe.
I wonder where she got that money from. Probably from all those businesses she forced to shut down and scooped up to get money from.
This is brilliant.
Allegedly.
But I like this.
Around 40% of that is interest.
That's like when you 19 years old and you go get a car and the interest rate 27%. That makes absolutely no sense. You're
Please
not
state
making
facts.
great finance. Excuse me.
Please state facts.
Cash price of a 2023 Chevy Tahoe, $93,216.71. Total lease price, $149,146.20.
You better be a fucking millionaire to be able to fucking pay that. What the hell?
Tell me if it's not facts, because your signature is all on it.
I don't
Is it forged?
Due to all of this, the police department itself, chronically understaffed, with only a few officers on shift at any one time. This is in a village with regular shootings and rising crime rates. Naturally, the village finances are currently caving in, and the deficit is absolutely ballooning. It's fine. We'll just get the police to linger around private car parks, snap some pictures of cars that pull up to the pavement, and then mail them a $500 ticket a couple of weeks later. This is not popular. People look around town. Something seems different. It's not just Dalton. Now,
It's
her name
Tiffany.
and face are beginning to appear all over the place. You can't turn your head in the village or the township without seeing it. A full frontal assault on the senses. She's everywhere.
She literally made the entire town like her brand. It's not the city of Dalton. It's not the village of Dalton anymore. It's the village. It's the village of Tiffany now. She might as well rename the whole fucking county, Tiffanyville.
On the township's Instagram, an absolute blitzkrieg. It's peppered head to toe with pictures of her. Government vehicles, buildings, even rugs in the township. Tiffany A. Henyard. There's also Tiffany Henyard calendars.
Featuring all the important dates to remember, including her birthday.
Why the fuck would you know when her birthday is?
Is that? My god. There are 122 of these, costing the township around $22,000. The board was never consulted. And hold on, does that say Thornton? And new ones have to be made and hoisted up again, also on the taxpayer's dime. It's not just billboards. Purple banners are springing up all over Dalton too. This also costs around $20,000. And
Where are you getting all this fucking money
The
from?
company installing them says they've never been paid.
No, we have not received any payment for the banners or the brackets. The total is $19,899.60 with the freight.
But the vendor says they have yet to be paid for them and other items totaling more than $85,000.
Okay, things are getting a bit concerning. But hey, at least Big Bingo is still going strong. In May 2023, some reports come out about Tiffany's cancer charity, and turns out, not so good.
Uh-oh.
When she'd first registered it in 2022, she'd apparently hidden a little payment deep in the township budget, which board members signed off on. And on the same day the charity is created, it receives a $10,000 payment from Thornton.
Why did you and the board vote to give your foundation $10,000?
I'm the face of the foundation. My name is Nowhere, sir. I'm the face.
You're the face.
Also, that march to Springfield, let's have another look. Back in October 2022, Tiffany had organised a 196-mile, 10-day bike ride from Dalton.
Hi Nirvana. First time on your stream of YouTube content. Thank you. Welcome to my stream.
To the capital of Illinois.
We're watching the most hated man in America right now.
She said she'd march straight into the halls of the state legislature and get a bill passed that would give tax breaks to cancer patients. And at 10 a.m. on October 4th, 2022, they set off. And Henyard and a few Thornton staffers kick off the march by getting on e-bikes.
Y'all see my bike?
Wait a second. Is this supposed to be a walk? Why the fuck do you have a bike?
Also included on the march, a flatbed trailer with a photographer flying a drone, a DJ, a caravan, and multiple village and township vehicles. And of course, a ton of pit stops on the way.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
Okay, that'll be $680.
Okay.
All courtesy of Thornton and Dalton supplied credit cards. Any bills or expenditures? Stick it on. and they wine and dine in a plethora of restaurants and hotel stays en route. And the march to Springfield ends up costing taxpayers around $12,000.
Walking through Dalton. All right, we're in Brightwood now. We are in Godly now. We in Bloomington, baby.
How are you getting there so fast? I wonder if it's those bikes that you had and the multiple vehicles that are also on the march. I get they're like security vehicles for like police officers, so like make sure everything's going good, but why do you need brand vans? Why do you need bikes? Why do you need a guy with a drone or a guy with a drone? Like what?
I can pretty much map out their entire Springfield trip on the township credit cards.
This is excluding a separate payment for 1,000 white Tiffany Henyard t-shirts for the trip. That comes in at around
It was a bike marathon. It was specifically a march for cancer. It didn't say specifically like biking for cancer. Like I would assume a march is you with your feet on the ground.
$1,000. When they actually get to Springfield,
walking one
the
foot
state
in front of the
legislature
other.
isn't even in session, and the cancer bill is never filed. It never existed in the first place. The charity also never filed a financial statement, so the state attorney general shuts it down. Tiffany claims she was never involved.
You are being called crazy, deranged, saying that you are stealing funds. You have a charity that from the Attorney General's office, as I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not.
How do you not
deranged.
know?
Your cares, your foundation.
I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation.
However, its Facebook page shows it's literally just a rebrand from her burger restaurant page.
What?
June 2023. More reports. Apparently, Dalton owes more than $427,000 for some street paving done in 2002.
It just keeps going.
Tree trimming. Well, that's gonna cost $500,000. This is for a single month of it in 2023.
You're supposed to have a list of approved contractors that have been vetted. They have to check
Oh, sorry,
up on
I'm
these
blocking the
folks to
guy.
make sure they're good. There's no such thing there. She's just handing out these contracts willy.
He's right behind me.
Not
I'm
one of the
blocking him,
7
sorry.
companies involved were on the village's approved contractor list. They didn't even have a contract with the village. Trustees are still refusing to clear Tiffany's bills, and lawsuits from vendors are now flooding in. A bank is also threatening to repossess more than a dozen village vehicles, including police cars, because lease payments are being missed. People in Dalton are now incredibly concerned, so trustees formally request village bank statements. They're denied. December, and during a board meeting, trustees in the township are handed a 7-page ordinance to sign at the last minute. There's no time to read it, but they sign anyway.
It kind of seems like since she's mayor, she thinks that she doesn't have to pay for anything. But your entire job as mayor is to make sure that your town is functioning properly. So you have to pay to keep the roads nice and good and non-cracked and no potholes. You have to pay the vendors so they can keep making money for you. Like, you have to do these things to maintain the town. Like, you're not the mayor. You're not the mayor, and like being a mayor does not mean that you have like a whole personal playground for a county. You have to actually take care of people.
It turns out, what they just signed means if Tiffany gets re-elected as supervisor, the position's pay stays at $224,000. Anyone else gets voted in, and that goes down to just $25,000.
That can't.
90% pay cut.
That can't
Nice.
be.
So by the end of 2023, various things had come to light, and it's slowly beginning to look like Tiffany isn't quite as legit as previously thought, and more things are surfacing. People online managed to dig up a decade-old mugshot from the Chicago Police Department. Is that the people's mayor breaking into someone's car? This was in 2016,
Actually?
while she was a sitting trustee. She'd also made the news
She tried to
in
steal a car?
2019 for effectively being a slumlord.
I want to talk to you about that house on Dearborn. Can we do that?
My attorney's right here, so if you got any questions, I have legal counsel. Talk to my attorney.
So you want me to talk to your attorney and not you? You can't tell me how that house failed an inspection in October when it just passed it beforehand?
If you have any questions, talk to my attorney.
Gave out petrol to residents during her 2021 campaign.
It is probably illegal
Her bachelor's degree, probably.
Wait, what's petrol? Hold on. Petroleum? Oh, she was giving away free gas? Ooh.
Be fake. And her entrepreneurial burger restaurant, not looking great either. Over at Good Burger, taken from the movie Good Burger, there are issues.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Your own ingredients.
Wait a second. I just realized. Has she been low-key plagiarizing? Or violating copyright? Like, you can't just call a restaurant Good Burger. I'm pretty sure there's a trademark for that. From Sony or whatever. Or whoever owns Good Burger.
Baked burgers.
What's in there? I can see the blood. And you made this?
My very own turkey burger.
That is hideous. At least it's seasoned.
Now, you know that's not fair, sneaking up on a man when he's eating a Tiffany juicy burger. Seeing that you're here, let me just fill you in. When a man get to hold a burger like this in his hand, this is like heaven.
That burger
Operating
doesn't
at
look
the
good.
South Suburban College.
Might
It
be the
turns
video.
out they have
It's
more
crusty.
than $1,500 in unpaid bills from her. The college has filed numerous complaints. Unsanitary conditions, failure to clean equipment, inadequate staff, inadequate background checks
God.
of staff, 33 months of late rent, and failure to pay commissions for 4 years, and then attempting to pay it off with a bounced check. She'd also tried to pay
This woman's like allergic to paying people. She has so much debt.
Good Burger on Shark Tank.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? So there you have it, Sharks. A fun, friendly atmosphere where I would like you guys to come
Sharks.
and check it out. I am urging the Sharks to invest in Good Burger because I would like to have a mobile food truck. That's right, you heard it, mobile. I have a brick and mortar location to be on the scene and go to different locations and be mobile. I am seeking $100,000 for 10% equity in my business. Here we have an all beef hand packed patty.
Do I even need to dignify this with a response? Where's the seasoning?
I just put it in and I inject. Look at that go. 1,000,001 reasons of why you Sharks should invest here at Good Burger.
But no luck. Good Burger is eventually involuntarily dissolved by the Secretary of State.
Gordon Ramsay would be
2024, and Dalton is now
Gordon Ramsay would be offended. I'm offended. That burger did not look. Where was the seasoning?
on the map. Nationwide news almost every other week. People's gardens and basements are also flooding, a plague of potholes on the roads, traffic lights not working, and then a ton of police vehicles.
The
about
village is
to
falling
possess.
apart.
That ice rink is also holding up well.
This is bad.
But it's alright. Henyard is hard at work, planning ice cream socials for seniors and dancing. In mid-January, she flies to DC for the annual Mayor's Conference, where she gets a tour of the White House and meets Joe Biden. She ends up sending the bill for this to the wrong taxpayers. Okay, at this point, village and township staff are becoming increasingly frustrated and getting more and more vocal with their criticism, so Tiffany clamps down. And when staff in the township get to the office, they notice something. None of their key fobs work. Had Henyard changed the locks? They're now unable to get into the building and do their job. Also, the residents' sensitive tax documents are just scattered all over the building. In February, there's a township board meeting.
Sorry, chat. I'm speechless. Are you even allowed as mayor to just change the locks on a government building that you don't own? Because you don't own the building. The state or like the U.S. government owns the building, right? So you can't just change the locks whenever you want. You can't just change the passwords to important freedom of information stuff, so people have access for the freedom of information because it's an act and it's a law. You can't just do that.
Residents rock up as usual to sit.
Axolotl, I'm about to crash out. Hi.
Watch and ask questions. However, this time, when they get to the stairs leading up to the boardroom, their path is blocked. They're apparently told the meeting is actually taking place in a basement, so they head down there, and when they get there, nothing. Just a TV in the middle of the room, live streaming the meeting taking place upstairs. However, audio issues on the TV mean no one can actually hear anything. And within 4 minutes, the meeting upstairs is over, and Henyard is gone. Meanwhile,
where'd she
Dalton
go?
Village Hall, lockdown too. This time, it's not just a few employees. Almost everyone is locked out of the entire building. Instead of walking in and speaking with a help desk, residents are now forced to handle bills or licenses through a security guard stationed behind a window in a small, cramped vestibule.
What?
Even trustees, they're locked out too.
Oh, that
Locked
poor
inside,
security guard.
And their mailboxes are now outside of the building. In response, they hold a board meeting in a park. April 1st, a board meeting is set to take place in the village. And for such a special occasion, residents are actually allowed in. However, this time, things are different. Around 100 people show up, and only 42 are allowed inside.
But I feel like she's low-key gearing up to like escaping the country. and covering her tracks. Like she's locking down buildings, making sure nobody has access so they don't get evidence against her. So that when shit hits the fan, like for real, actually, and it's hurling towards her, she can immediately dodge it and then escape to Mexico or something.
This is after getting wanded down and walking through metal detectors. This means dozens are locked outside, and they're not too pleased. Hordes of people are now banging on doors and windows, giving the session an atmosphere more akin to a round of COD zombies than a run-of-the-mill village board meeting. It's around the same time that FBI agents begin spawning in Dalton and asking questions. Subpoenas are dished out like hotcakes. They hit Good Burger, Henyard's property management company, her political fund, and the Tiffany Cares Foundation. Township finances, business dealings, personnel files, tax documents, credit card expenditures.
They want everything,
and
damn.
use are also requested. They also subpoena her boyfriend. Henyard comes out swinging. This is a smear campaign, she says. She's under attack by a corrupt board of trustees, while she's working tirelessly for the people.
No, you're being held accountable by the literal federal... What does the FBI stand for? By the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Paving streets, building parks, and constructing ice rinks. She creates the YouTube channel Tiff Speaks the Truth to post receipts. Her defense is strong.
Basically fighting against the devil. The evil.
Federal booty investigation.
They the evil spirit.
Also,
If that's the case, I'm part of the FBI. Give me fictional men booty so I can investigate them thoroughly.
amid the village's intense financial concerns, she announces a $1 million giveaway on Facebook. Remember that economic development trip back in
I'll DM you
2023?
Axolotl booty.
Well, in April, we get some news. Turns out, one of the trustees on the trip had allegedly been sexually assaulted by another. She'd told Tiffany about this at the time, and Tiffany's alleged response? Lay her off and cover it up.
Oof.
Now, Tiffany has dished another lawsuit.
That's not a little oof. That's a big oof. Big, massive oof.
An activist from Chicago is
fat
airdropped into
oof.
Dalton, and during a village board meeting, he confronts the trustee in question. Things get heated. Also, that trip? First-class plane tickets for everyone, and a lot of smashing. Car rentals, casinos, Ubers, bubblegum shrimp. Altogether, over $34,000 spent, courtesy of the village of Dalton. No business ever came of this economic development trip, and Tiffany denies going.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
She's allergic to accountability. And what else did I say earlier? She's allergic to accountability and she's allergic to paying people.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
In April, a resolution is voted through, requiring Henyard to actually submit village financial records. She vetoes it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
She's also now using a gold microphone. Also, turns out her village administrator Keith Freeman has been a very naughty boy, and in March, he's indicted for bankruptcy fraud, apparently hiding $100,000 of income through a pass-through company and swiping an unauthorized $90K from a previous job. So he has to go. This is a chance to change, to get someone in.
Why is she always hiring the most heinous people? I don't understand.
It's actually good. A new slate and clean record. She replaces him with Michael A. Smith, a man with 8 criminal charges, including domestic battery, impersonating a police officer to steal petrol, and the harassment of a school student. Then on Good Friday, her chief of staff clocks in for a shift of Big Bingo. However, mid-shift, she feels funny and checks her blood pressure, slightly elevated. So she goes to the hospital and turns out she's actually having a heart attack. Naturally, she doesn't return to Big Bingo. A couple of days later, and there's a meeting at the township. Here, Tiffany allegedly tells her that's not an excuse to call off work, and next time take your blood pressure meds.
How do I even respond to that? She could have died? Hello?
Okay, we tried a recall, no luck. We tried to curb her spending. Nope. The FBI are here, but their investigation could take years, and right now, we can't even see the village's finances. So the Dalton Village Board decides on a new approach. Let's get a special investigator to come in and basically work out what the fuck is going on here.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
And their choice? A woman named Lori Lightfoot. Trustees vote, and the special investigation goes ahead. But during the next meeting, Henyard just vetoes it.
You know how much I sacrificed?
In June, it's the next meeting.
You don't have a problem with me drawing with a long neck, right? No, I don't mind. Draw whatever you want, as long as it's appropriate. Do whatever your creative mind, do whatever springs up in your creative mind. I'm not the one. I will not be the one to restrict your creative juices.
Meeting, and trustees override Henyard's veto, and the special investigation goes ahead again. Lightfoot takes to the mic to make a little speech, but midway through, mic's muted.
A long neck is good.
And police have to break up the room before it becomes an all-out brawl. Okay, about Lori Lightfoot. Until recently, she was the mayor of Chicago, and during that time, she's not too popular. During the first lockdown, Lightfoot had come down hard, ordering all non-essential workers to stay at
Lightfoot.
home.
Hold on. That's a badass name, Lightfoot. That sounds like something straight out of D&D. That's awesome.
A few weeks in, and she's spotted next to her barber with a fresh trim.
I like your cut, G.
I take my personal hygiene very seriously, she says. This doesn't go down well.
Brother, this guy stinks!
She's also seen driving around the streets of Chicago.
Do I pass Nirvana FBI assessment? Yes. Your booty is nice and your tail is thick. I give it an A+.
Literally screaming at people to go home. Then there's the general mismanagement of the city, a surge in theft and robberies. And she's also trying to shut down public FOIA requests, despite campaigning on openness and transparency. This results in over 109 lawsuits. She's also singing, dancing, and making TikToks. This is while Chicago turns into a harsh wasteland, awash with violent crime, which has risen 40% with her in charge. This is the woman picked to investigate Tiffany Henyard, and she's being paid $400 an hour to do it. Anyway, around 3 months later, and in August 2024, The investigation is getting
Lawyers do get paid
so
a lot,
Lightfoot
do they?
holds a press conference showcasing some findings. Turns out, Tiffany and friends had access to 6 Dalton credit cards, and they made use of them. $218,000 on Amazon purchases, $43,000 of that spent in one day. The village doesn't have an Amazon account. Almost $400,000 on 3 vehicles, around $8,000 on hair and makeup in a couple of months, $170,000 on business travel, trips to Atlanta, New York, Jackson. and
Wait.
Portland.
Oh, it's combined with like all 6, right? I was about to say, were you spending that much on hair? Who are you hiring? A Hollywood makeup artist?
Class seats, and tens of thousands on 4 Seasons and Marriott hotel stays. More than $51,000 on food, thousands of dollars a month to an Atlanta-based PR firm, and then the $15K for her inauguration party. Something she'd said she'd pay for herself. Overall, at least $780,000 in undocumented and unapproved village expenses, as well as $1 million in police overtime. This is in a village of 20,000 people. Also, the village's legally required state audits and reports never filed. The legally required treasurer position never filled. The village's accounting software tracking receipts, payments, and checks, everyone's locked out. There had
Well, because if they had a treasurer, they wouldn't have been able to pay for all those nice hair appointments and the expensive hotel stays. The treasurer would have been like, no. You can't use the city card for something as trivial as hair. Also, that's fraud.
been a few finance directors, but they were intermittent.
It's
and
fucking
only
fraud,
worked part-time.
mate.
As a result, the village finances not great. Back in April 2022, the village had a surplus of $5.6 million in its general fund. This is the account used to fund day-to-day operations. When the village contracted people for work, they actually paid them. Fast forward to mid-2024, and that is now minus $3.6 million.
How the hell?
$1 million swing. They haven't been able to pay anyone since March 2023. 589 checks, worth around $6 million. Approved, printed, and sent out to vendors, but bouncing right back. Okay, things are not looking
I
great,
spent through
but it's
$5
fine.
fucking million
This is a
that
private
fast.
investigation. Lightfoot has no official power, and no legal consequences can come of it. So that same month, time to get the beers in. It's the Taste of Thornton Street Party, and Henyard is flying in famous rappers and singers for it. This event costs over $85,000. $4,000 of that is on bouncy castles. She also has plans for a picnic. Trustees object to this, but to no avail. And on the 1st of September, the Friends of Tiffany Henyard picnic is held at her rink. Skating, food giveaways, more bouncy castles. Right, enough. And funding for all events is officially cut. Gospel Fest, House Fest, even Big Bingo. Gone.
Gospel Fest?
Tiffany and her boyfriend, who now has a job running the township's at-risk youth program for $100K a year, are now also facing eviction. See, they'd had a $200 rent increase, and in response, decided to just stop paying rent entirely.
I'm sorry. That
They're on a
dog's face
combined
made
salary
me
of
laugh out loud.
$400K a year. They also changed the locks and garage code, so now their landlord can't even step foot in the building. Also, more bankruptcy fraud. This time, Henyard's chief policeman is indicted, having filed for bankruptcy 9 times. This was allegedly done to hide assets, bank accounts, and monthly income from creditors. He's shown the door. Despite all of this, for Tiffany, spirits remain high, and she's decided now's a great time to announce her bid for re-election. She closes out the year, threatening to arrest opponents,
I will be seeking arrests for individuals involved.
and
Why?
getting booed out of board
You
meetings.
can't just arrest people.
The year is now 2025. Dalton is almost $4 million in the hole, has around 50 lawsuits against it, and the village's super mayor is barely even turning up to meetings anymore. Regardless,
How is she still the
this is a
mayor?
big year. Both of Henyard's positions are up for grabs, and she's gunning for a second term for both. But on the township side, bad news. She's just lost the Democratic primary nomination for supervisor, which means that now that's essentially out of reach. It's okay. She can still run for re-election as Dalton's mayor, and she's confident. In fact, she predicts a landslide.
When I come in with a landslide this evening, I'm gonna be.
Oh, that's bold.
I'll come to the after party.
She's
Bold
now running
statement.
against Jason House, a Dalton trustee and previous ally. And election day isn't far off, so she ramps up her campaign. This involves making diss tracks. Tuesday, January 28th, and a board meeting in Thornton starts like any other. The trustees gather, and residents sit down to watch. However, that Chicago activist from earlier, well, he's here too.
Oh.
And he's walking up to the microphone to make a statement.
Oh. Call her out.
A massive brawl breaks out.
Oh my god!
Henyard's boyfriend rushes in and swings. Another bloke not long after that. Tiffany herself not long after that.
Oh, she's joining in? Girl, no! You can't do that!
A security guard hits the deck. Henyard loses a shoe.
I think that's Tiffany's shoe.
Her wig also gets some airtime. She hits her head on a table and hits the deck too. Multiple televisions in the room smashed and people injured.
Oh my
The police
goodness.
are called and the meeting is over. Henyard, her boyfriend, and the township are sued for assault and battery and emotional distress. Her boyfriend is also fired. 25th of February,
How did election
2025.
end up a full-on
It's
brawl?
election day in Dalton, and votes begin to come in. And eventually, the results for the Democratic nomination are taking shape. And Tiffany Henyard loses.
Ah, thank God.
It's not close.
Oh, damn.
After years of public service,
Nearly 4,000?
Dalton
He had 3,896. She had 536. Damn.
After years
A
of public
landslide
service,
victory.
Dalton's super mayor is let go, cast into the wind, gone. She says people didn't give her a chance.
People didn't give me a chance.
You had a chance for 5 fucking years. What do you mean? And you fucked it all up. You fucked it all from the beginning. You hired criminals. You didn't do your job. You were actively kicking people out of their businesses and buying it up so you could take money. And then you ignored your positions. You weren't paying people. You were overly paying the police officers so they didn't feel like they had to protect the community, and then crime went rampant. Everything is all fucked up. You had 5 fucking years and you fucked it up. And now you're $4 million in debt. You fucked it all up.
Blindsided from the go. I came in 2021.
I don't want to call her names, but she's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Damn. This woman's a fucking joke. How? Honestly, how? It was a miracle that she got in the first place. Excuse me. Oh, wait, I feel a burp. Excuse me. Let's do Persona 5 dailies. But I think I have to level up to 30 before I can continue the story. But I think we can do like the Persona 5 quest at least. Where is it? There it is. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Excuse me. I need to go on this way.
Sega. Atlas.
P スタジオ。
ブラックウィングス。
We also, I need to change it to Persona. Persona 5. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. We will do... I'm pretty sure the Persona 5 quests unlock. And then we'll do some of the dailies. And then that's about it. I can't do more of the main story until I level up to 30. Get free stuff. Roma repression. Oh, snap, I forgot my support. You okay, game?
油断禁物だよ。行くぞ。気を抜くな。ありがとう。
ペルソナデュオ私らのとっておき得意技見せてあげるペルソナひどいよこれが本当の全員野球許さないよわしのペルソナにゃいちゃんさ
いただいていく
アルビルダファイトクローザーをなめないでよねペルソナデュオ凍りなさい盛り上がってきたわね華麗に決まったわね
Max. And use 3 action points. It's time to after school engage in city life. Yes. Let's play games at home. Oh, is that the online thing? No, it can't be. A video game, from my understanding, games allow you to enjoy experiences otherwise unavailable to you, yes? In other words, one could say they bring your fantasies to life. For example, in this game you become the hero and defeat the Demon King. To someone special and to be someone special and gain acclaim. That's the desire being fulfilled here, yes? I've heard there's a great deal of variety, too. Except you play all manner of games, so I might learn more about human desires. Which means you first need to defeat this one. After all, your own adventure has only begun. Will we play a different protagonist going forward? I see, seeing the story from a different perspective allows us with more nuance. Although it sounds like the game has helped to review what's already happened. Time seems to have flown by. You'll have to pick up where we left off at a later date. You see, even I have heard the phrase when it comes to games, don't play more than an hour a day. Well, it's already been more than an hour, chat. It seems that commanding a wide range of characters has increased your proficiency. There it is! My knowledge is oblivious. My guts is milquetoast. My proficiency is bumbling. My kindness is inoffensive. And my charm is existent. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, and thank you for the head pats. Thanks for taking another sip. Okay, you're on the register today. Don't worry, I'll guide you through it. By the way, there's a trick to ringing up items. Like, You can scan items faster if you know where the barcode is. Now let's see you in action. Time to work the register. Remember, she advised us to memorize the locations of the barcodes at a Tokyo Food Tour magazine. The barcode is next to the price on the back cover. Humans can't seem to get enough of this Mad Bull canned beverage. The barcode is next to the nutrition facts on the back. Oh, am I gonna have to remember this? Uh-oh. Superb, keep at it. You're already a model employee. Sorry to bring this on you, but it's time for a pop quiz. Where's the barcode on Tokyo Food Tour magazine? Back cover. Looks like someone's been paying attention. But this trick will help you optimize your workflow, so keep it in mind. Your efforts have been rewarded. Not a lot of charm from that. Oh? Spend time with Meru. Big rewards? Spend time with a beautiful lady? You say? Good day. Hang out with Meropi. Excellent time. I wish for us to go somewhere together to better understand your true self. I must assert that this arrangement is not part of our contract, so you're not obliged to come. What do you say? Can I spend some time with her? Yeah. Then let us be off. I headed out with Meropi. Here we go. This is my first time going together with Meropi. Maybe we can become even closer than usual. There's a movie theater on Shibuya Central Street. You could pass time there. That sounds moving. We're going on a movie date with Meropi? Behold, a movie theater, a recreational facility that serves as a hub of human desire. I hear movies in particular are a form of entertainment that requires much time and effort. For what reason do people make and watch them? To view a world outside reality. I see, in short, it is to escape reality. To go to such lengths, escapism is a powerful human desire. Man found gods within the earth, the mountains, and the sky, and spun tales of these entities, passing them down through generations. Movies share in that very same tradition. They are the mythos of the modern day. That's a little melodramatic. I never thought of it that way. My fondness went up. As always, your quick acumen is a boon. At any rate, I must assess these movies with my own eyes. Recently, I have learned that popcorn is an essential part of the experience. Now I'll go get you popcorn, I guess. Meropi and I watched a movie together. We shared our thoughts on it. That's all I could do today. Oh. Wait, I got 2 gold tickets? Hold on. Is that 8? Ah, that's 1 less. Clear 11 step 2 missions. Raise 2 skills for 1 fan of thief to level 2. Enhance 3 weapons to level 20. Send friend request. It's Soul Rush. Gain more Konpaku gems from certain quests in Realm of Repression. Oh, it's the double up thing. Clear reunion will unlock Cafe LeBlanc, would you like to track this down? Sojiro? Cafe LeBlanc. By the looks of it, the establishment is closed. No! I can't really recall why, but I feel somehow I know this place. Where's Daddy Sojiro? I'm inside the cafe. For some reason, it feels a bit like the metaverse. Yet safe at the same time. Daddy Sojiro? Ah, fuck! I'm sorry. I'm happy to see you, Joker. This sensation, are you? No, it's more like, have we met both somewhere? A talking cat? You can hear my voice then. That must mean you perceive me speaking in the metaverse. I feel like I should remember that, but I don't. What about you? Sounds familiar. They don't recognize or remember each other? Well, no need to sweat the details. You don't seem dangerous anyway. It's only a vague recollection, but you're also a Persona user, correct? In that case, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Morgana, and this is... Ren Amamiya. Nice to meet you. Hi! He speaks! My name is Nirvana Tenchi.
Oh.
I see. How'd you get out of the... Never mind, whatever. I didn't think there were Persona users out there besides our group. That's quite the surprise. It's a vast world out there. It's not that odd for there to be more Persona users who we don't know. They don't seem dangerous, plus I have this odd feeling that we met before. Are you also Phantom Thieves?
Yeah.
That we are, but I think we should all keep the details of our operations to ourselves. Phantom Thieves must operate in secret. I take it you're in the same line of work? Then it's best we both avoid sharing info that could blow our covers. Let's make an arrangement for neither side to investigate the other's activities. We're all leading a double life here. This way we can at least relax with each other. Make yourself at home. If you like coffee or curry, you can have some here anytime. Is this your cafe? I'd say I'm more of a freeloader who's looking out after this place while the manager's out. So, what can I get for you? I wanted to see Daddy Sojiro. That was delicious. You've earned a repeat customer. Glad to hear it. Wait, you can't beat the coffee or curry at LeBlanc. Before I forget. Occasionally my friends come by the shop. I hope you can meet them sometime. They're all good people. See you again sometime. So we recognize each other as Phantom Thieves, but we don't directly recognize each other from like only met in the metaverse. Hey, are you even listening to me? My goodness, you just stopped here, staring into space. Are you quite alright? As I was saying, this place is closed. But the aroma of coffee still lingers here. The beans must have been high quality. The fellow's right, the cafe's closed. Then how did I enter? Yeah, I can still taste that coffee and curry in my mouth. Seems like I only go in at certain times. Ah! I should come back another time. You can visit Cafe Au Banc to interact with Phantom Thieves from another realm. Visit enough times, there might be a chance for a special event to occur. I can only meet Ryuji, Morgana, Ann, and Ren. I don't even get to see Sojiro. I am sad. Clear Cafe Au Banc. Okay. Can I just go inside? How many times can I do this a day? Hi, Joker.
Oh.
Have you met everyone in our group, Nirvana? I feel like there's a connection between us Persona
それなら。
users. Maybe someday a group of Persona users neither of us knows will show up here. Who knows? The manager of this cafe, the chief, he's an extremely gracious gentleman, isn't he? I haven't even met him! I haven't had the grace, the mercy to meet Daddy Sojiro. He always provides me with the finest milk after all. You lucky bastard. I don't even get to see Sojiro. Can I only come in? I can go in whenever. Oh my goodness. Ah. Maybe I'll come in the next day. The awards. Energy? That's the pulse, right?
あなた様はどのような人間な
No,
の
that's
か。
the thing. Take this, thank you. Contracts is the pull. Gotta notice.
Go ご覧になりたいか。
Hi, Domo. Domo, I'm sad. I can't see Sojiro, and that makes me sad. Wait, what's scrap? Equip weapons can't be scrapped? Unequip the weapon to scrap it? Oh, discarded. That's a lot to level up to 20. Wait. We're not in a rush to now. Okay, events. Because we can do... Oh, wait, another day? I thought it's already been 2 days. Oh. Okay. I guess. Clear XP. Oh, yeah, side missions. That's right. Seals held? There meets the light. Okay, I'm still not sure how this feels. This game is a gacha when it feels like a standalone spin-off. Coco, can you stop, please? I would definitely like it a lot more if it wasn't a gacha. Hi, Sabajo. How are things going? I tried to see Sojiro. I can't see Daddy Sojiro, and that makes me sad. I'm a sad Bana. Spin. Did we slam the Subway Slammer yet? I have to level up first. We are at 25. You need 5 more levels before you can level up. Oh, that's what that means. I get it now. Okay. It's like personal. Yeah, I got that. What's this? Calling card emote. We do have a couple side quests we could do. That'll definitely give us XP. Let's do that. I can't run. That's right, I can't run while in civilian mode. No dashing. I'm in my meager little human stride. Hey there, my friend! Protein Lovers is open 24 hours of the day. Sign up now for a new members discount. Hey there, you're looking fit today. What's that? You want to get even bigger? Aha, there's no stopping you, is there? Is he talking to me? Why is he huge? Does it look like he skips leg day? His legs do not look as big as his arms. I can't tell where he's looking with those sunglasses on. What's that I hear? Please train me. I can grow even stronger? Aha, I haven't met muscles this motivated in ages. Who are you talking to? Oh, sorry, I guess I gotta introduce myself to the muscles owner too, huh? The name's Anderson. I work part-time at the gym over there. I worked out there before. That's great, but don't worry, I'm not trying to recruit you or nothing. I stand here every day listening to the muscles of the people walking by. I can hear your muscles shouting louder than any of the others. They're screaming out to be trained. Are you looking at my muscles? Oh, sorry, I can tell you're still pretty confused. Well, you see, working on my body taught me how to listen to my muscles. My biceps crying out for me to get that pump, my abs begging me to turn that 6-pack into an 8-pack. I listen to their pleas and train my body every day into the specimen that stands before you. And when you know, I can now hear other people's muscles. I think he's crazy. I think all the work I put into the gym built up my ear muscles too. No, I think protein has melted your brain. Oh right, I haven't even asked you what your name is yet, have I? I'm Nirvana Tenchi. Alright, actually, he's gonna find out what my name is anyway. I'd rather not say. He's gonna listen to my muscles and then he's gonna say my name out randomly. Boy, you're a shy one, huh? Should I call you John Doe? No need to be cautious, I just want to be friends. Okay, we're friends now. And what do friends do together? That's right. They train together. What's wrong? No need to be scared. We can train whenever you feel like it. I usually hang out around here when I'm free, so give me a shout out sometime. We can talk to our muscles, build them up, and help them thrive like true workout partners. I'll be waiting for your friend. I become training buddies with Anderson. Should Anderson be training buddies with a high schooler? Unlock city life activity, talk to Anderson. They're the chance for it to appear each day. Protein lovers, enter gym. Sure, I guess. Look at that lineup of machines just waiting to be used. Better than any amusement park or dream world any day, am I right? What's that? I want to get training already? When can we lift those weights? Even those pecs of yours can barely contain their escapement. Stop looking at my chest! This guy's making me uncomfortable. Now then, the world's your oyster. Let's do everything your muscles want to do. Hey Anderson-san, you free after this? We're going to a mixer, but a friend of ours had to drop out. Want to take his place? Sorry. But I've got a date with my lats and lumbar extenders today. You talking to your muscles again? Still as disciplined as ever, I see. I had a feeling you wouldn't be joining. Well, we're all done here then. Good pump today. Allow yourself to live a bromance, Nirvana. I don't think I want to have a bromance with Anderson. He's looking at my body uncomfortably and I don't like it. And he keeps talking to my chest. I feel bad, but I'm the only one who can make my muscles happy. Be true to your muscles, my friend, and they'll absolutely respond in kind. Hard work will always bear fruit. That's right, a massive fruit we call gains. So let's make sure your muscles melon size. We're gonna target the whole body today. Sorry, got a call. Hello, Anderson speaking. Oh, that's right, we spoke before. I kind of want to give him an All Might voice. Oh, of course not. I don't mind at all. I'm in the middle of something now, but we could meet afterwards. Okay, I'll see you at the square in front of Shibuya Station then. I'll head right over when I'm done. Ha 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 ha. Looks like I'm gonna meet up with a lady by the station. Wink wink nudge nudge. Would you mind coming with me, friend? I'm not dirt. Is she your girlfriend? Someone recently introduced me to K-pop Demon Hunter. There's literally a guy in the boy band named Abby because he has abs. All the guys in the boy band are Baby, Mystery, Abby, and Romance, and the lead is Genu. Baby, Abby, Mystery, and Romance are all like K-pop idol like stereotypes. So their names are like basically like stereotypes of them. Of the titular K-pop boy band. Hello? Stream was lagging, but it's stable now. Did I get cut off? It is a bit windy today. Might have messed with the Wi-Fi. Oh. Hello? The machine spirit seems displeased, but you're still more or less among us. Am I okay? I think I'm okay. Sorry. Yeah, I can't control what's happening. I think I'm still good. No, never mind. You still good? Hi, chat. Sorry if what I said before it got cut off. You're good, no worry. Just some lag here and there. It is currently really windy today, so that might be messing with my Wi-Fi. But I just did a speed test real quick and my upload's fine. So I think it is just the wind messing with my Wi-Fi. Hey, where were we? I made a promise to some other muscles. This lady came up to me the other day and said she wanted to try working out. I didn't hear shit. So we're good. Okay. We exchanged contact info and now she's in the area and wants to meet up. Sounds like she's asking you out. Aha! Well, you see, I haven't had many chances to talk to women in my lifetime. Maybe it's because I'm always listening to my muscles, but women excuse themselves pretty soon after we get to chat. Because you're always talking to your... This guy has negative riz. You're always talking to your muscles. Stop talking to your muscles whenever you're talking to women. You can do one or the other. You can't do both at the same time. Despite that, I still need to talk to her. Her muscles were screaming so loud on the day I met her. Please help her, they cried. I think her muscles were feeling such distress that only I could hear. I want to help her and her muscles. Not only did I say I didn't... That's not to say I don't hope that it leads to romance, am I right? Okay, so he's not blind to romance. But he has literally negative riz. That's why I want you to come with me, even if all you do is act as my spotter from somewhere nearby. But there's still some time before she gets there, so I'll give my last that pump I promised him and head over. You go ahead and wait for me at the station square. Oh, hold on, I'll walk you downstairs. I would have to... It would be great to have your help on this mission to save a lady's muscles. So we're third reeling a date, I guess. Hey friend, I'm glad you came. She's on her way here right now. My heart is pounding so hard, but the heart is a muscle too, so it's like I'm getting another workout in. Hey mama, you gotta make it look like you get used to. This time you're gonna be my personal trainer. Observe my cardiac muscles. Heroic performance. What? Hello, it's been a while. Do you still remember me? Of course, it's great to see you again. How have you been, little muscles? Don't talk to her muscles! I told you this! No, day one! Don't talk to her muscles! I see you still have that thing for muscles. Whoops, sorry, I forgot talking directly to a woman's muscles can scare her off. Oh, please don't slouch like that. It's slow circulation, which is bad for your muscles and can make you feel more cold. Make you feel cold more often. His riz is literally non-existent. It seems Anderson is like that with everyone. Of course, the best thing for circulation is weight training. How about it? The gym is empty around this time. I'm actually in the middle of my workday. Besides, I haven't had the time to work out lately, even if I wanted to. But I wanted to at least talk to you since you know so much about muscles. Oh, you did? Well, there's no need to feel bad about taking some downtime. Healthy diet, work-life balance, and exercise will have your muscles singing in no time. Something that's holding you back, removing it is the first step towards good health. Anderson seems to be very concerned about this woman. Whatever's bothering you, I don't mind getting an ear workout in. I'll use my muscles to help any way I can. That's very kind of you. How about we do something when we're both free? Maybe even go on a date? How is he picking up this woman? Date? You would date and not you said date and not deadlift, right? We're right? I'd be happy to. I'll find us a spot with protein-rich menu. Protein? Sure, that sounds good. We'll have to get back to work now, but I'll be in touch. Anderson arranged a date with the woman and saw her off. He said, gosh, a date? Okay, this is more on the woman being really interested in him because he looks super strong and he's tall and he's muscular. And him having negative risk doesn't matter because the girl's already into him. I was so nervous I thought my heart would explode. Look, my muscles are all pumped up. I probably would have tapped out if I were here all alone. Tapped out? What do you mean? What, passed out? It was so encouraging knowing you were by my side. Sure, you're welcome, I guess. If Anderson can get a date, I guess there's luck for me somehow. Somewhere. Surely somebody would date a VTuber. Well, a lot of people would. Never mind. I'm not taking any offers. Her muscles seemed pretty grateful when I agreed to go out with her. I want to relieve her stress and make her muscles bigger, healthier, and happier. But unfortunately, I have no experience going out on dates with women. You have any good tips, Fred? We believe in your Riz, Your Highness. Thank you for the encouragement. Go somewhere peaceful to talk. Find a quiet place to relax. Yeah, somewhere nice and quiet where you get privacy. Way to go, friend. That's it. I'll find a tranquil place where I can help solve her problems. Somewhere we could get some steps in would be good too. So Shigaya might do the trick. No, just go to a park, sit on a bench in front of the lake with the swan boats, and just talk to her. And don't talk about your muscles. Please. Please. Unless she's already into it, chat, do not talk to a woman about how her muscles are screaming for a workout. I guarantee you will be taken the absolute wrong way. Your muscles are trying to tell me something. Are you familiar with Zoshigaya? Aha, this must be fate then. You're like a open squat rack after 5 p.m. What does that mean? Okay, friend, let's plan a walking date course together that will really work her muscles. Looking forward to seeing those guns of yours again in Zoshigaya. Why does it also seem like I'm also going on a walking date with him? I'm not planning the date for you and me. I'm planning the date for you and her. I helped plan the course with Anderson. You seem like he's going to ask her right away. Oh, we're going now? Gotta have a spotter on the date. Oh, wait, hold on. Hello. Grow a ponytail. Hello. Oh. Minami, I want to play soccer. Can I go get my ball? We're not allowed to play soccer here, remember? Minami-chan, let's play the game from yesterday again. May's right, it's not safe, so we can't, okay? I think we should do something Yuma wants today, since we played May's game yesterday. Something May Hiroto like too would be good. What would you like to play? Are these our siblings? Huh. Well, no. No, we have to... Hold on. We have to help. We have to help him with his date, so we're focusing on this. Hey, friend, she's on her way here right now. Is this in front of your house or something? This is the walking course we came up with. My muscles are confident it'll be a success. Good luck. Thanks, it's bound to go well. Just watch my form, friend. Sigh, isn't walking great? I can feel the blood flowing all the way to my fingers and toes. Right, even a simple walk can be good for your health. Thank you very much for introducing me to such a wonderful route. She sounds tired. I worked with a friend to come up with it. Walking is one of the best exercises for your muscles. Really? Thank you for putting in so much effort. Now that we've warmed up your muscles, can you tell me what's troubling you? The woman tensed up. I'm sorry, Don't be shy. Your muscles have wanted to tell me something for a while now. He's fumbling, chat. He's fumbling! The woman looked absolutely terrified at what Anderson just said. Oh, it's not what you think. I just overheard the voice of your muscles and... Sorry, I just wanted to give you a ripped... Sorry. Sorry, I just wanted to give you a ripped shoulder to lean on. How about we take a break somewhere to... No, I should be the one who's sorry. I only approached you to swindle you! Swindle me? What do you mean? I work for a company that sells expensive health equipment at horrendous prices. I see. Go on. Okay. You happened to catch my boss's eye, so he told me to make you sign a contract. I don't really have a choice. He docks my wages if I don't get a signature. I can't bear to keep deceiving people like this anymore, so I asked to be transferred to another position. He promised me he would if I could get one last contract. And that would be with you, but you've been so kind to me. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I really don't know what to do. Anderson seems deep in thought. How about this? I'll sign the contract as you originally planned. That'll fix everything. No. I have to step in. Hey friend, did you hear? I hope her close her final contract. No! Anderson. Anderson. Oh my god. He's gonna have forever emails sent to a spam folder for the rest of his life. What do you call it? The prices for the subscriptions just gonna keep going up, and you can't get out of the contract because you signed away your rights to close the contract. What did you do? Car's extended warranty. He signed away his life. That should boost the health of their muscles dramatically. Problem solved. That made the problem worse, Anderson. That made the problem worse. Are you sure that was a good idea? We're too kind to him. Someone needs to slap this man out into reality. He needs a good hard slap. Aha, you underestimate me, friend. Don't you worry. I've been saving up to buy a new machine. If I raid my savings, I'm sure I can make it work. No! How much is this? That you have to go into your savings! And besides, I could tell her muscles were so grateful to me that as we were leaving. Thank you, they said. You were a big help. Muscles tell it like it is. The moment I offered to help, I heard them finally relax. If she was lying, her muscles would have been crackling up a storm, not feeling relieved. She wasn't lying. I bet my muscles on it. Don't you think that's enough? Yeah, but her boss was lying. Her boss isn't gonna let her out of this job. He's gonna keep extorting her. She's gonna be even more stressed. This didn't help the situation. Anderson. This didn't help, Anderson. 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 Not really. No. No, don't tell me you're worried about me. That's very kind of you, Fred. But there's no need because I have you as my wonderful personal trainer by my side. Oh, it's almost time to work. It's almost time for work, and I just took out a big loan, so I need to get fired up. Oh, is this hers? What the heck? I can't believe I didn't notice she dropped this. Sorry, but could you deliver it for me? It must be important. You give it to her! Her company's near the movie theater in Shibuya. She said she was going to meet her boss. I'll message her as well. I'm counting on you, friend. I received a woman's lost property from Anderson. Her company is near the movie theater in Shibuya. I should go pay a visit. It's a loan shark. It's loan shark business. Wow, we are really the masters of stealth chat. I found a woman who sold Anderson the oversized fitness equipment. That man sitting next to her must be her boss. But something's not right. It looks like she's pleading to him with tears in her eyes. Wah ha 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 ha. Even his brain is dense like a muscle, see? It went just as I said it would. Sir, I got the last contract as promised, so you're going to transfer me to another department now, right? What's that? Sorry, I can't hear you when you mumble like that. Hey, your phone's going off. You gonna check it? It's their messages from that man Anderson-san. Aha, so you ignore them as soon as they sign, huh? You really are perfect for our sales team. Keep up the good work. Wait, you promised to transfer me if I got you one last signature. I thought this would be the last time, so I even got him to take a loan out for it. I'ma head back and grab my stuff, and you can get to work finding us another sucker. Maybe an old lady this time. Aha, hold up, your mascara's running. That's hilarious. Can I take a video? Cartoonishly evil. Okay. Now both her and Anderson have been fooled. I need to talk to that woman. They both went to a building near the movie theater. That must be the office. I decided to wait for the woman to come back out of the office. Wait for the lady to leave her. It's so goofy. You gotta be kidding me! What do you mean you lost the contract? I must have dropped it somewhere. I'm so sorry. Can I help you? I have a delivery. Side note, chat. Her outfit's pretty cute. The coat with the black shirt, the checkered skirt, the thigh-high boots. Pretty slay. That's the contract I lost. Thank you so much for bringing it. Oh, I should not have brought it to... You wasted so much of my time. I'm going home. We're done here. Can I talk to you for a second? Why does this mouse keep appearing? Go away. So you know everything, huh? Turns out I was the one being swindled. What you brought me earlier was Anderson-san's contract. But without it, we would have avoided the deal. Why bring it? Why would he get this back to me? To save your muscles. To save your muscles, I guess. You're right, he's been nothing but kind to me from the first time we spoke. But I made him take out an expensive loan and pushed him to buy things he doesn't need. I really thought this would have been the last time, but nothing's changed. I feel so stupid. To tell the truth, I was planning to just trick him normally back in Zoshigaya. But I struggle with big men, they scare me, so I ended up confessing everything instead. I didn't do it because I felt guilty or anything, and that's why I feel so bad about it now. She had like a mini change of heart. Did he say anything to you after we parted ways in Zoshigaya? He said your muscles were honest. Whatever the fuck that means. I see. I've had a pretty unhealthy lifestyle since I got this job. I haven't had time to take care of myself. But he was truly worried about me. What am I supposed to do now? You already know. You're right. I'm sorry for making you listen to all my silly problems. Burn the contract! Burn! That voice inside me, the screams from my muscles, my body is trying to tell me what to do, but I couldn't hear any of it. But now I understand, and it's all thanks to Anderson-san. I'll do everything in my power to cancel Anderson-san's contract. You can burn the contract. You can pretend you lost it again. Oh, I don't know. Maybe like slip in the cracks of this diner, wherever we are. Just say, oh, the contract's gone. I don't know where it is. I went somewhere and it's gone now. It should work out if we treat it as a cooling off period, and the loan probably hasn't been processed yet. But what should I do after that? My boss will be so angry with me. I have an idea. Fake your death, change your name, and then move out of Japan. Or you don't even have to move out of Japan. You just go to like a different county in Japan, right? What do you think I should do? Go down to Kyoto. Go to Kyoto. I gave the woman a lot of advice, including what to do about Anderson. Wait for the contract to be cancelled. You got your money back? Hey there, my friend! Protein Lovers is open 24 hours a day. I mean, just look at them. The firmness, the sheen, the definition of these muscles. Is it not the ultimate result? What's wrong? Is there something you want to talk about? How'd the contract go? Oh, that. We terminated the contract for the training equipment. No problem. She called me later, actually. Said she used the cooling off period to cancel it without telling her boss. Apparently she's quitting her job and going back to her hometown. A wise move. No! A baddie was lost. He didn't get a girlfriend. A wise move by the sound of it. Speaking of which, I decided to confess my feelings. Oh! I decided to confess my feelings to her since it was probably my last chance. She rejected you! Don't laugh, Anderson. She promised to contact me again when things settle down. That's good enough for now. That's too bad. While talking to her, I could almost hear the joy of her muscles through the phone. Thank you for setting her free. Now we can finally be healthy, they said. She told me how grateful she was. She sounded so full of life. While this venture didn't lead to romance, I feel refreshed, like after a really good workout. Well, I don't. I was low-key rooting for you, actually. Beauty may betray you, but muscles never lie. Just put in the work and you get the results. Don't you think so, friend? Yes, yes, I knew you would agree. I didn't even say anything. There's something almost joyful about the way his muscles are pumping. Aha, looks like you could hear them too. Great, I expect nothing less from my friend. Your ear muscles are getting stronger. Now that we saved some lost muscles, let's get back to training our own today. We'll talk to our muscles, grow them, and help them thrive like true workout partners. I'll always be waiting for you here, friend. We can do a temple before we finish. Shall we, chat? We are at 30 of 50. Maybe get somebody new. Somebody new. Somebody new. Hello? Oh. Ah! You're not somebody new. Nudist bird always jump scares me. We already have you! You're not somebody new. We got 2 more. We do have 29 pulls. I think we can do the last 20. What do you think? What do we want though? Do we want Mona on or Ryuji? I don't know, honestly. What does a 5-star look like? You only have 4 stars. Oh. Ah! 5-star? Hello? Where's... Oh. Oh. Haruna. The child? Wait, we didn't even get a 4-star. Where's a 4-star? Can I try to put... I have no idea how to do it, with the mouse. Near... No, there we go. Oh, that's so small. Got Lufel. That's it? Just Lufel? Yeah, just Lufel. And then... who do we want? Do we want An? Do we want Mona? Or do we want Ryuji? We don't have wind or fire. Oh. We already have electric. I think either Mona or An. We always want healers too, so Mona is probably good value. Wait, isn't Lufel wind? No, Lufel's fire. We don't have a wind. I think maybe Mona. I'm gonna do some quick research real quick. Ryuji's strong single target damage dealer. I think we're gonna go for Mona. Let's do Mona. You want to trade to receive 5-star fantasy bonus? Yes. The special award. Oh, another selector? I think you are, right? I just haven't had the chance to fix it yet. Sorry. What's Thieves Alliance? Oh. Woo! No! Don't try to force me that. What's collections? Your journey begins, let curiosity guide you. View collections. Collected... something. Okay, I think that's good for today. Can't do anything else, I don't think. We also have you two. And we have you. Haruna. You're a Sai. Which is good, some we don't have. Yeah, fire. Here. I still like her outfit. But can I? Yep. She looks a lot like Miles Edgeworth, and I'm here for it. With the ascot and everything. It's definitely just like a Persona 5 Miles Edgeworth. What are these dips in your knees though? What? Alright. That'll be it for today. Going on that Yuri arc? No. Stop trying to get me to buy stuff, game. Jeez. The pop-ups are a little annoying. The horse one? The horse girl one? Yeah. Not really. Honestly, not really. Because while I understand, while I get games with that that only have like a female like cast and only female league, like I understand it, I get it, but I want to play games with like both genders or like any and all genders, you know. I don't want to play a game with just girls. Where are the guys? And I don't want to play a game with just guys, cause then where are the girls? Like, give me both. I want both options. I don't just want the one. You know? At least that's my opinion. Because as much as I fangirl over handsome men, every now and then I want to see a beautiful girl, okay? I've already watched the movie, Domo. It might have been when I crashed. You said one of the characters was named Abby because he had abs. And I told you all the other characters from the boy band is Romance, Mystery, Baby, Abby, and the leader, Genu. And the reason why the four are called Romance, Mystery, Baby, and Abby is because they're supposed to be stereotypes of the typical guys in a boy band. Like, you got the super strong guy, but that's really handsome and tall and really muscular abs, and then you have the cute baby one, and then you have the mysterious quiet one that's in the group. Then you have like the obvious like flirty romantical one. Then the leader. You know all of them. Of course I do. By the way, Genu's the only one, the leader. Genu's the only one that has an actual name because he's the only one that actually gets character development in the movie. Like, the other guys are there and they have voice lines every now and then, but Genu's like the more focused in the movie. From the boy band group, at least. Who's my fave? I like Baby. I like Baby Saja, and I like Genu. Hold on, do I need to show pictures? Let me find a good picture. One that's not blurry. What? Image. Yes, image. Here are the Saja boys. So from left to right, right? Left to right. Starting with the one with like the light blue or the light purple hair, that's Mystery. The one next to him is Abby. The middle one is Genu. The turquoise teal blue haired one is Baby. And then the last one is Romance. So I like Baby and I like Genu. They're my favorites. I like Mystery, it's like my third favorite. And then I like Abby, and then Romance is my least favorite one. A girl told me to make a model like Baby because it's like it's like that it's kind of I don't think it's called a stereotype, but it's kind of like that trope where a cute boy has like a really deep voice. And that's what Baby is. He's a really cute looking character. Like, he's a very cute boy, but he's like the rapper, and he has a really deep voice in the group. Like, he has like I'm a little baby, short and stout kind of look, but then he has like a really deep voice, and he's the rapper of the group. There's also a rapper called The Baby. I'm dying. Yeah, the reason they told you is because you kind of have like a low-key deep voice, Domo. So they told you to like fit the trope of like the cute of the boy with the cute face but with a really deep voice. So that's why they told you to make it look like Baby. Look out for Baby VTuber model incoming, Vana. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters, Domo? Is that why you told me? Did you watch the movie? First of all, did you watch the movie? Second of all, did you like the movie? I've only seen clips. Watch the movie! You're gonna get spoiled! Watch the movie! You're gonna get spoiled, Domo. You don't wanna get spoiled? It's a really good movie. I saw the clip of Baby drinking a hot sauce bottle and going goo goo gaga. If you want like a good like watch the music video from Sony Pictures Animation, Soda Pop. And that'll give you like a good introduction of the boys. Oh, I'm saying that romance is the most attractive to girls. I don't know. To me, at least. This is my own personal preference. Like, I don't think romance looks bad. He's just not my type. To me, romance doesn't look that romancy. He looks kind of sneaky to me. I'm not saying he looks bad. I'm just saying he's not my type. He just ain't my type. He looks really feminine to me. Yeah, that's why he's really popular. Because he's a pretty boy. Romance is the pretty boy. Baby's the cute boy. Mystery's the mysterious boy. Abby's like the hot, I guess. I guess he's considered a hot boy, and then Genu's the attractive boy. So it's like different versions of attractiveness within all the boys. Abby's the Abby boy. Don't watch too many clips, Domo. You'll get spoiled. It's on Netflix. You should watch it. It's a really good movie. And there's really good songs. You should go watch it. That goes to anybody watching. Go watch K-pop Demon Hunters if you haven't already, because you will get spoiled if you keep looking up clips of it online. Practically the entire movie is online through clips alone, so I just go watch it. The person shoved the phone in my face. I hope there's a sequel, because it's a really good movie. I'm gonna stop stream here today. Nice 3-hour stream. And it's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. I will see you guys tomorrow after my classes. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. No raid, I don't think. I did a quick scan, but let me check again. Excuse me. Yeah. No raid. No, my friends are on. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye.